Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you are welcome. So in this video I am going to be sharing with you guys how I achieved this eye look using just one palette, and also how I match my model's foundation. Is a new trick that I use now, and I think I love it. So if you want to see how I achieve all of this, how I did all of this, then you keep on watching. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Okay, so what I'm doing right here is trying to get a foundation that will match my model's skin before I start doing skin prep. So the first one is a no, the second one is a little bit dark, and the third one, I'm going to apply the third one now. So you see the third one is kind of bright, like a shade brighter, so I wouldn't want to use it alone. I'm going to mix that with the dark one. That's the second one I applied. So now I'm taking the foundation out of the way so I can start prepping the skin. So now, after taking out the foundation, I went with micellar water, but I did not show it in the video, to cleanse her face, to take out the dirt, the sweat, and all of that. Then after that, I went ahead to use the Kiss Beauty Sun Spray to hydrate her face, and I went ahead to use mismetic moisturizer to moisturize the skin. In this video, I double moisturize. I think it's something that I love doing now. Like, it's really it makes the skin plumpy. Is that English correct? Okay, so I'm using the tmessential moisturizer now to double moisturize. Now you can use just one moisturizer to double moisturize, but this tmessential moisturizer, I think it has a little bit of tint in it. That's why I like to use it to further moisturize. For my primer, I'm using the riemmel Stay Matte primer. I just apply that on the T-zone, then extend it to the corner of the mouth. So here I am moisturizing the lips. When you moisturize your client or your model's lips, it will be very easy for you to blend your lipstick or your lip stain, whatever. So I'm using these two foundation from L'Oreal True Match. These are the two foundations that I mix to get the model's foundation shade. In a camera, it was looking like it's not her shade, but in real life, trust me, it was her perfect shade. So I went ahead to apply that with a flat brush and further blend with a beauty sponge. So for a long time now, I've been using only L'Oreal. If I'm not using Huda, I'm using L'Oreal because I think for the price, L'Oreal is just doing the most. Like, they have the I don't know how to explain it. For drugstore, their foundations are really nice, to be honest. They blend so seamlessly. So now, after blending the foundation in, I went ahead to highlight her under eyes and forehead, T-zone, with this concealer. This one is from Zikel and Yanga Beauty. Sorry, so I'm using the Yanga Beauty first, then followed by the Zikel. I think the Yanga Beauty is in number 4. Yes, it's in number 4 or 6. It's not 5. This is the one darker than number 5, next to number 5. So I just applied that, and now I do not blend my concealer immediately. I do other things first, allow the concealer sit before I blend. So for her cheeks, I'm using this cheek glaze from tmessential. I just apply a tiny bit of that one on the cheeks. I did not do the cream contour, you guys. If you notice, it's just the nose eye cream contoured. So after blending that, the shade that is close to her skin, I went ahead to blend the other one. So you allow your concealer to sit. That's why you see that it's a little bit dry while I'm blending it now, but not too dry. so that I'll be able to blend it. So it gives you that full coverage, if you notice here right now. So yeah, what else? I'm just blending. So blending the lighter one, into the dark one. So yeah, so for my nose, for her nose, sorry, I did cream contour. I used the dark foundation to contour. The among the three that I applied on her face, the darkest one, that's what I'm using to contour. That's the L'Oreal. Yeah. So after using the brush to get your lines straight, I went ahead with a beauty blender to just put everything together, blend that in. So for my setting powder, I'm using this one from Merak in the shade Nutmeg. So I am basically taking the powder, like a small quantity, slightly pressing that into her skin, and also buffing out the excess powder with style. So I'm applying the powder on every area I highlighted, like I'm setting every area of the face I highlighted. For contour, I'm using this powder from Maybelline Superstay in the number 375. I am going to contour the whole of the face to bring back warmth to the face. I also use the same powder to set the nose contour. The nose contour. So after that, I apply some blush on her cheeks just to add color to the face. I used this one right here from the Nubanbeauty eyeshadow blush palette, but I wasn't feeling it, so I went ahead to take another color in the palette, this color right here, and I also wasn't feeling it. I don't know what was wrong with me that day, and I took another palette and I applied that shade right there, and guess what, it was beginning to look too much. Yeah, so I applied the MAC powder underneath the eyes, basically everywhere I highlighted. So yeah, I also added some powder on top the blush so you can tone it down a bit, because to be honest, in real life it was really looking too much. It wasn't looking too much, it was too much. So I had to tone it down with some powder. Okay. So I went ahead to use the same setting powder I used earlier on to structure her nose and her eyes, and also pop some underneath the eyes to catch any eyeshadow fallout. So for the eyeshadow, obviously, that I'm going to be using in the video is the Nubanbeauty eyeshadow palette. But first of all, I did her eyebrow off camera. I used this browmatic to tame my eyebrows, and I did it eyebrows off camera. I have a video, I'm going to link that in this video. For the eyeshadow, I'm using this first color here, and I apply that all over the client's crease, and I went ahead to take the other color right here, I think it's a brown shade, and I applied that on top of the first color, just blending the first color out using that second color that I just showed you guys now. And I took the black here just to apply that on the corner of her eyes, and I also used the razor paper just to have like a clean line. It's a hack, so old hack. So after that, I popped some of the black eyeshadow underneath her eyes. I just used that to smudge underneath her eyes, and I went ahead to take eyeshadow primer. I think this one is a NYX milk primer, NYX primer. I just popped that on her lid, and I took this beautiful gold color from the palette and I popped that on her lid. That wasn't enough. I'd have just left it like this, but I just wanted to just, make it bold, not just too tiny like this. And I went ahead to take the green. It just looked like the green is just, sometimes it reflects gold as well. This is the color I'm talking about. So I applied that green on top of the gold that I applied first on the lid. Just blend everything together, and it was looking really, really nice. Now I am using just one palette, if you notice, and that's what I like about this palette. You can create so many looks using just this Nubanbeauty eyeshadow palette. So after applying those two shimmery colors, I went ahead to take the matte brown eyeshadow and clean up the corner of the eye, just trying to buff out the shimmer that was on top the matte eyeshadow, if that makes sense. So yeah, and I was done with the eyes. So beautiful, you guys. Like, I really love this eyeshadow palette. So I went ahead to pop more of the black underneath her eyes, just smudge that in just to give that smoky effect, smoky eye effect. And I buffed out the setting powder and the fallout from the eyeshadow. And yeah, so I'm using the Merak black eyeliner to line her waterline and also her tight lines. And went ahead to pop some voanbeauties lashes on, and the eyes were ready to go. What am I saying? So yeah, so I went ahead to line the top of the lashes. When I was done popping them, I think it gives a cleaner look. Oh, I don't know how to explain that, but yeah. So I fast forwarded the lip application because I'm always in a hurry. So it was getting late and I was in a hurry, but I'm promising you guys this. I'm going to show you how I achieved this beautiful lippy. I use the the Merak liner to achieve this though. Let me just give you expo, but I'm going to make a video of how I achieved this lippy very soon. So I was done with the makeup and I went ahead to spray this Kiss Beauty setting spray all over her face, and I used the beauty blender to just press that in. I think this is a very good hack, but don't use it on some skin that does not accept this. Your makeup will just fall out. So yeah, for highlighter, I'm using this BH cosmetic highlighter on her cheeks. I've had this for a long time and it has saved me, you guys. So after applying that on her cheeks, I applied that some on her nose, the bridge of her nose, and her chin, her forehead, you guys. The makeup was just popping. Applied some mascara on her lashes. After the mascara, I applied some highlighting balm, and also I applied some lip gloss on the lips, for it to give it that shine. And I was done with the makeup, you guys. This is so beautiful. I will not lie to you. Like, the eyes popping, no filter. There's no filter. So you guys, you know me, I always go back to do touch up after, the whole makeup. Thank you guys for watching to this point. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Share this video. Give me a thumbs up. And until I see you guys in my next video, bye bye for now.